Hey everybody, happy Thursday. Welcome into another edition of Royal Bettors. Jake's back with us here today. I'm Jaric rubel, and as always, we are breaking down every single NHL game today across the league. We got 11 games to talk about. I went 2-2 yesterday, 2-0 on, side/totals, and lost two props that I put on the main card. So, take with that what you will. If you want to say it's 2-0, because I don't exactly count the props a whole heck of a lot. Or you could say 2-2. I said it was 2-2 because I don't add props on the main card too often, and I did yesterday. So yeah, about split even. We're up 0.4 units as of yesterday.
And your total
Just for
overall?
yesterday, we gained 0.4
I was going to
units.
say, no, wait. I don't think you can be up units with these records, but yeah, I went 2-2-1 yesterday. It was just it was a good night for the Blackhawks. That was fun to watch. Hawks getting their fourth win. So
Swept the props. Forgot to mention that 3-0 on those. Jones,
you
Everly,
did?
and Cadre all over half a point.
Yeah, good plays there. Yeah, I got the Chicago and Seattle first 10 minutes, no goal. That was nice with a plus 120 value. Even the under cash, but I was feeling that it would start off like slower like it did. I almost thought it was going to be a quick 2 goals too. I thought it was going to get over, which would have made me feel better about my bet even because like a lot of people were on that first period under, but taking it to plus money felt good.
Were there a lot of people on the? I feel like there weren't a lot of people in the first period under.
I guess you're right. I guess more people betting an under over in a period rather than what I bet. I'm saying, and it was plus money. But that over 6 in Colorado, Vancouver somehow hit. I live bet the over 5.5. Also, I didn't talk about it or anything, but at the end of the second period it was 1-1, and it got to 6. So yeah, that plus or that over 5.5 was plus 270 going into the third. Yeah, so I got the push there, and then the draw didn't come through. Seattle didn't show up. They almost came back, but not enough. And then over in Washington Kings, I guess that was just Jonathan Quick played good. I don't know if you watched that. You didn't watch the game. You were at
I
work,
watched some
right?
of it.
Yeah,
No,
Quick
I
played.
watched. I was home
Yeah.
by the end of it.
Yeah, Quick played really good. So that kind of shut that down. Never opened up scoring opportunity to open up the game a little. So, but Seth Jones coming through first goal. That was pretty wild. I don't know. I'm proud of my reads on Seattle's defenseman, but also Jones is on a mission right now, and he's doing pretty good with it. So
Right.
on
So it
to
was a good
today.
night yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, on to today. 11 games to talk about. We'll kick things off here with an original 6 matchup. The Rangers take it on the Maple Leafs. Rangers plus 150, Leafs minus 170. Home favorites. Over under 5.5, shaded to the over. As you see on screen, we decided we're going to show the odds now on screen since we had the bright idea that this is possible. So, yep, there's the odds for that game. I'm going to look towards the first period under here, minus 105. Rangers first period unders here. It's Shesterkin versus Campbell. Need I say more? If the first period goes over here, it is what it is. But Rangers first period unders have been a look all season long. I could see this game being 2-1 game. It would make sense to take the under here at plus money too. I don't exactly understand the odds on it, but I'm just gonna keep it simple here. First period under. Don't want to add too much to my card. It's already pretty loaded.
Yeah. Both teams are on 4-game win streak. And both the Rangers are actually really good on the road at 6-2-2. And the Leafs are a good home team. Most
The
teams are used.
Rangers are leading their division now. They've just turned it on after the little
Yeah,
slow start where they couldn't score.
they're a better road team than they are home team, which is I think that's one of a kind in the entire league. Maybe no, that's literally one of a kind. I'm pretty sure to have a way better record on
Ducks.
the road. No, well, at home they're 7-2-1 though, so they don't have a worse record away.
You get what I'm saying though. It's like last year the Ducks were awful.
But with that being said, I think the Rangers will show up, and Shesterkin's in that. He's their goalie. Campbell at home. Numbers are good. The only way to look is the under here. I think under, and I didn't bet the under. Might be doing that, but I did bet the draw. They went to overtime last time. It was 2-1 game. Also in Toronto, I think. There were also 2 games.
I think it was.
Yeah. So I'm gonna look towards the draw here again, and in low-scoring fashion.
All right, so Jake looking towards the draw here. I like the first period under in this one. Got it minus 105. Moving along here, Penguins and the Canadiens. Montreal plus 125 home dogs. Pittsburgh minus 145 road favorites. Over under 6 shaded to the under. Now, I don't really have a side in this game here. I mean, Montreal's starting Primo, I believe, again. Jari's in net for the Penguins. I mean, you look at what Pittsburgh did against Buffalo. I mean, Tokarski stole that game. He made almost 50 saves. I think he stopped 45. You would think a lot of those are going to go in for Pittsburgh, right? I mean, I don't want to bet this game because I did like Montreal to an extent, but I mean, Pittsburgh really did have such a good effort. I mean, it was a goalie win for Buffalo last time. Pittsburgh's history against Montreal is not bad except for that game in the series in the bubble. I'm going to stay off this game, but I wouldn't be surprised here if Pittsburgh actually does win after looking into this game a little more.
Yeah, both are coming off 3-game losing streaks, so obviously the Penguins are on the road. That's going to be tough. Habs are a way better home team there. I was hoping Jake Allen would be in that, but I guess we'll get Primo or however you say it
Jake
again.
Allen's not healthy. I don't know if he's sick or hurt, but yeah, he's not available.
Really? So I guess we'll ride with him. I was on the Habs money line, and then they announced that Primo's in net, and the line dropped even more, like plus 10 more, because it opened up at plus 125, I think, and now it's plus 135. Yeah. So, by the way, these odds are literally seconds before. Like I screenshot.
Yeah, can't lie. I screenshotted this right before he screenshotted his, and I got plus 125 on my screen. So it was plus 135 on there. So it moved literally within like seconds of us taking screenshots, which is kind of weird.
Yeah. So when we do all these, they're gonna be like live odds basically, and compared to what odds we have written down from what they opened as. But yeah, I don't know. Can't go towards a total in this one, but I do lean the Habs here. I mean, the Penguins, I guess, yeah. You talking about the shots on goal kind of scares me now because it was a goalie win for Tokarski there. But I'm going to lean the Habs in this one. Penguins can't figure it out with Crosby. I don't know why. I think it seems like he makes them lose, which makes no sense to me. But I just like the spot here. So I'm going to lean towards Montreal money line.
All right, Jake liking the Habs. I'm liking nothing. We both like the same thing here in this next game, Tampa Bay and Philadelphia. Tampa Bay minus 130, Philadelphia plus 110, over under 5.5 shaded under. We both like the first period under here. I mean, both teams have been streaking with it here, especially Philly. Tampa Bay, it actually didn't hit against the Islanders of all teams, which is kind of crazy, but they've only gone over, 3 times all season long in the first period. So, I mean, Tampa Bay is something. I mean, both these teams here in the first period have just been. So
yeah,
I'm gonna look at the first period under. I'll let you kind of touch on it.
I'm gonna ride with Carter Hart trying to start off strong, especially against a good Tampa team. I mean, let's see, they're both on. They're not on any win streaks. They just won through their last 5 for each of them. But Tampa is on their last leg of a road trip. I don't know if that has too much effect, but I mean, it always has an effect in their minds, which makes me want to lean Philly, and I just want Philly to win because we want the Flyers to be successful. But I'm not going to pick a side in this one at all. I'm just going to go with the first period under.
Yeah, we've seen 8 straight here now for the Flyers first period unders here, and Tampa Bay here. Looking at the numbers, yeah, the first period overs or unders 14-3 for them. So, and minus 105 here for this is a nice luxurious price if you ask me. I don't think the books are paying too much attention to these numbers. I think they're just kind of making them pick 'em prices, unless you see like in Edmonton and a Winnipeg, like, oh, look at all the offensive talent, minus 135. So yeah, first period under here for both of us. I tell we both like it a lot. I don't know if it's going to be my best bet. I found out what my best bet's going to be here like early this morning. Not earlier this morning, but earlier today.
It is now then. Way to spoil
it. Next game here, Calgary and Buffalo. Calgary minus 180 here on the road. Buffalo plus 155 at home. Over under 5.5 shaded to the under. I like Calgary here in the first period. Buffalo here has just been getting their brains beat in the last several first periods. I don't exactly want to put that Edmonton-Buffalo game again into consideration because of all the disallowed goals. I mean, it could have gone either way, especially if Edmonton got theirs. I mean, it would have been probably Edmonton gets 2 if Buffalo tied that game 10 minutes in. So that's the way I viewed that one working out. Calgary plus 140 to lead after the first period. I mean, the way Buffalo's been going here, I'll pull up the exact number here because I should have it pulled up, but I don't. I'll let Jake give his thoughts, and I'll give you that exact stat.
Well, with I said the exception of the Rangers, but the Flames are a pretty good road team as well at 6-2-2. Markstrom will be in net, I believe, right? I believe that's official. And Craig Anderson for the Sabres. I don't really got a side in this one. Both have lost the majority of their last games. Flames are lost 4 of their last 5, and the Sabres have lost 3 of their last 5. So I like your play on the first period there. Yeah, Flames usually have been kicking it to people in that first period, and Sabres are the Sabres. I mean, they've looked good this year, but can I really trust that? So yeah,
Right. Go ahead.
I like your bet, but that's scary because I mean our records aren't proving it, but I like it.
All right, so 1-4-5 in the last 10 for Buffalo in the first period, 0-2-3. So they've had some pushes here, but Calgary here in their last 10 first periods. Let's take a look. Where's Calgary? 5-2-3, their last 10, 3-0-2. So I mean, you look at the numbers here, it favors Calgary to get it done in the first period. And on the road here in the first period, they haven't played many, but they're 4-0-1 in the first period on the road. And we saw what they've done on this whole East Coast run, whether it's been now or the one 2 weeks ago. They've kicked ass on the East Coast this year.
Yeah, because they know they want to start off hot right away. That's a really good bet. I might tell you with that. But like
Thanks,
I
pal.
said, it's scary because we don't have much winning bets here, but like it sounds so reasonable.
We're getting there though. Like I
We're
feel like
getting there.
these last 2 weeks have felt better. Like I don't know. I feel
Yeah,
like my handicap's been good.
Been going even at least. Yeah, but you need to get 5 wins before you get 5 losses here.
Yeah, it's happening tonight. We're sweeping.
5-0.
Yeah, probably reverse sweep, get my ass kicked.
All right.
All right. Dallas, not Dallas. Devils. That's what I was gonna say. Devils and Panthers. Devils plus 170. Panthers minus 200. Over under 6 minus 110 both ways. I grabbed the Cats in regulation 2 nights ago at minus 110. I believe it's still somewhere around the same. They got their asses kicked by the Devils here. A week ago when they lost those back-to-back games to the Rangers and Devils. This is a revenge spot that I'm fully in on. The Panthers are unbeaten here at home. I know they don't have a great history against the Devils, but I think this is a spot here. Bob's going to get the nod here. It's not going to be Knight on back-to-back nights. Is it Knight in goal? I didn't take a look, but
I saw Knight.
Okay, well, Knight got his ass kicked against the Panthers last time, but it's okay. I would have expected Bobrovsky when I handicapped this game, but we're still going to ride the Panthers. I'm not worried.
Yeah, no, I'm not worried, but yeah, no, it's definitely Knight.
Crazy. That's stupid if you ask me.
Yeah, because I thought it was definitely going to be Bobrovsky, but Knight starting. Knight starts Knight per Bruno.
Yeah, that's a bad. I don't know. I think that's a bad call, but we're going to stick with the Panthers. That'll probably now be my least favorite bet of the night, if you ask me.
Yeah, with that being said, Blackwood, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if that's official, but I don't see why they wouldn't go with him here. They seem to not like to play him back-to-back games, but maybe they're getting him back into flow of things. But he's 2-0-1. Obviously, Bobrovsky's 7-0-2, but Knight.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Bob makes so much sense tonight, especially in a game where your guy got absolutely dumpstered by this team.
And the Panthers have lost 4 of their last 5. I know they're coming off a win, but they were on a 4-game losing streak. So, I mean, I know it's all overtime losses, but most of them, right? Because I don't have a regular. Do they have a regulation loss? Oh, yeah, they have 1.
They got 2 now, Rangers and...
Yeah, they've lost 4 of their last 5. Meanwhile, the Devils are on a 3-game win streak. So, or 3 wins, then 2 L's. What did I write here? Either way, I like the Devils tonight to at least push it to overtime. So overtime is going to be my bet. I'm not going to touch a side because I feel like it could definitely go both ways. But
All right. So
okay,
Jake and
yeah.
I
So the
kind of
Devils,
defer in
yeah,
here.
the Devils won 3 and then lost 2, but to the Rangers in Boston. But I mean, yeah, they beat them 7-3 last time. So
Revenge.
that was Spencer Knight's second start in a row, right? That one that we were
Yeah,
talking
he
about.
played on back-to-back nights.
Yeah, we were like very bad spot, but they're going back with him. I'm gonna lean Devils maybe plus 1.5 in parlays, or I'm gonna be betting the draw bet as well.
All right, so Jake liking the
Buffalo
draw.
today?
Tim's asking if there's Buffalo. I mean, I like Calgary in the first period. I don't have an opinion otherwise.
Yeah, no. I'm not feeling Buffalo today at all.
Yeah, Buffalo at home though, man. I mean, it's never
I
a
know,
bad
right?
look.
You can look at it. I don't know. I just like Tokarski a lot better than Anderson. I don't know. Anderson just feels like a goalie, like Mike Smith would if he wasn't on the Oilers.
Fucking Mike Smith. All right, so Devils Panthers draw for Jake. I'm on Panthers in regulation. Stars and the Minnesota Wild here. Dallas plus 115, Minnesota minus 135 at home. Over under 5.5 shaded to the under. A lot of people here on the over. Now, I mean, I could absolutely see it, but this also just, I don't know. I didn't bet it because it almost seemed like it was too much of a give me. So I just stayed away from it. I like Pavel. I'll say this now. I like Pavelski a lot to record a point tonight. He's on a 7-game point streak. And he's minus 115 to just get over half a point. I mean, Minnesota's been allowing some goals here lately. Talbot's in that. So I think Pavelski will find his way onto the score sheet here. Another person to look out for, Terry mentioned this to me earlier, Terry Edelman. Ryan Suter's making his return to Minnesota, and he's pissed that they bought him out. He has so much hatred towards his team, apparently now. So after he scored last game, too, I'm not going to bet him for any props, but just a name to toss out there. I mean, he could, get an assist. He could score a goal. I mean, I expect Suter to be noticeable out there for Dallas tonight.
Yeah, I'm surprised Talbot's in that, to be honest. Minnesota got blown out last game. I mean, not blown out, but didn't.
3 goals.
Yeah, but it just 4 goals against the Sharks. I mean, what?
Yeah, well, I'm saying they lost by 3.
Oh, yeah. It just wasn't a good game for the Wild. And the Wild at home are usually, I mean, we had expectations they would win. We all had bets on them, They're in their last home game before they go on the road, and Talbot's back in net, which makes me question that. Therefore, I'm going to be taking the Stars team total over 2.5 here at plus 110, I believe. And for that reason is, like you said, a lot of people like the over, which I do think this game goes over, but the over is at plus 100 or, more like minus 110 or whatever it gets to. And if I can get plus odds, and if it goes over, it's going to be the Stars getting 3 goals, in my opinion. I don't think it goes over.
They've been scoring too. I mean,
Yeah.
That's why I like Pavelski a lot tonight.
Yeah, maybe a 4-2 final would be.
I might
knock it over,
add this Pavelski play to my main card. I'm thinking about it because I really like it.
Yeah, and I might be my best bet is the Stars team total over there. I'm so surprised Talbot's in that, which makes me like it even more. And I do think this game has a lot of goals. Either way, Dallas is gonna either be playing catch up and get 3, or they'll just get 3 because I feel like they'll be down 3-1 and they'll make it 3-3 in the third period. Like that's just what Dallas does for some reason. But yeah,
what's crazy is our good buddy Alex Smith. He was on the Ice Guys today, and I was listening to his theory, and he was saying that he thinks Minnesota's gonna go up 3-1 or whatever, and then he's gonna be betting Dallas for the next goal like twice or whatever. He thinks it's gonna get to overtime that way.
That's what Dallas does, dude. Too often they just take over in the third period with like 10 minutes. They're like, all right, guys, time to start playing. Bang, bang, it's 3-3. Like it happens so too often. So I'm gonna take them team total, and yeah, if the Wild are up, I'm taking Dallas to at least get some goals.
This game here, San Jose and St. Louis, this could be interesting here. The over-under's now at 6, shaded to the under. St. Louis is minus 150 at home. Sharks plus 125. Husso versus Reimer's the goaltending matchup. I grabbed the over 5.5 at minus 120. I mean, these teams trend over a lot. This is one of these matchups where I always look for the over. I know last year they had a couple real duds, but it's all right. Husso, one game he's had a shutout. I mean, I don't exactly look too into that. I mean, we've seen Stolars. We saw or somebody I think is playing tonight. Maybe it's Primo. I mean, he didn't have an awful game, but I like fading the backup goalie after having a really good start in his first outing. So I think Blues are in for a doozy here tonight. I think the Sharks are going to score some goals. I think the Blues will be able to keep up, though. I really do on home ice here. I like Kyrou to score. That's one of the names that stood out to me. I mean, Buchnevich here has been going. I think we'll be able to get over that 5.5 total.
Yeah, the over, so what, 3-2. It's been over trend for the Blues there.
It's yeah.
So it's set to hit an over, but the Blues are on a 4-game losing streak, and they're back.
They got to be pissed they just lost to the Yotes, right? Like, they're gonna have to want a huge effort.
But yeah, true. But they're playing their backup goalie on a 4-game losing streak. The Sharks are on their last leg of a road trip, which I never like to bet those. But Reimer is in net, and I'm gonna take the. I do like the over also. That's one of my bets is over 5.5. I got it pretty early though, like when it first came out at -110, I think, or whenever it dropped like that first day, I put a bet in on there. But one of my other favorite bets is the Sharks team total over 2.5. If the game goes over, we're gonna get goals, and I like the Sharks in this spot here way better than I like the Blues. So and the Sharks, my Sharks team total bets have actually been, I don't know, I've been betting them a lot, and they've come through because they like to put up goals. They tend to lose the games, but yeah, Sharks over 2.5. It's +120, I think, and I like that plus money right there. So,
all right, I like it. So Jake over here looking towards the over on the Blues and Sharks and the plus money on the Sharks team total over. I like that. This other game here could have a lot of goals, and I'm kind of thinking what you were thinking in this past game in this one. Jets and Oilers. Jets +130 here on the road. Oilers, that's the Yotes.
yeah, I can't really see what they look like.
So yes, I caught that out of the corner of my eye. I saw the little Kachina thing, the Yotes logo. I was like, oh. Anyways, over under 6 shaded to the over. I do like the over here. I didn't bet it, even though Oilers overs are 6-1 on home ice for them this year. What I did bet once I found out Stuart Skinner was in net was the Jets team total over 2.5 at -120. I thought that was a very luxurious line for over 2.5. I think that, I mean, Skinner's never not allowed 3 goals in his career in a game. So, I mean, he's got that going for him. I mean, this could be a game here. I mean, Edmonton off a loss is obviously a spot to look at. I mean, maybe the draw. This could be like a 3-3, 4-4 gong show, like OT kind of game. Like I'll mention the same game parlay. This isn't like something I truly like am like making official, but I did one for fun just because the feature's now available. Kyle Connor and McDavid to score, and then first period over. Jets team total over 2.5, and then I did over 5.5, and it was +750. And I feel like that's a pretty good same game parlay.
Yeah, no, because if for those things to all happen, it's either all gonna happen or none of it. Like that's just how it is. And if they're scoring goals, it's gonna be Kyle Connor and McDavid in the first period and the over. Like it's all gonna happen or none of it is, and probably none of it's not gonna happen. Like unless it's a 2-1 game and we just have a defensive game, but no way they're doing that.
I would cry.
There's no way they're doing that around Stuart Skinner. So, yeah, my bet for this one, you texted me about that. You told me bet it now. I wouldn't bet it. I agree. That Stuart Skinner is not gonna not let up 3 goals. I don't know how that would even come around to not happen. So yeah, I got no other plays. I'm gonna tell you on that. Never mind. I do have a play. So I talked about Montreal earlier as one of my. I liked the spot for Montreal. Penguins have been struggling. I mean, obviously Montreal's always been struggling, but I like them at home. So I have the Montreal, and then same exact idea with the Oilers is because did they lose the last game or win? They lost against the Jets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
they lost their last 2. They lost to Buffalo and Winnipeg, I believe.
Yeah, so I like this Oilers at home here. I know it's going to be definitely tough for them with that goalie matchup, but yeah, I'm going to take the Oilers and Montreal parlayed together as a bet.
All right, Jake, getting a little ballsy here on road
Yeah,
bets. I like it.
it was definitely just a random one. It's just a feeling. I'm going to go with it, and I like both of the spots for both teams. Parlay them together because I can't bet the Oilers minus 150, so I'm going to put them with another team and hope it cashes together.
This next game we're going to talk about here, I kind of think's a trap. Because Columbus and Arizona. Columbus minus 165, Arizona plus 140. Over under 5.5, shaded under. Last time we saw something priced like this, we both jumped on the Kraken at plus money in regulation. They went up 3-1 in the first and lost. Oh, you didn't? Okay, you did.
No.
But I did. And I know a lot of other people, they're like, oh, plus money price against the Yotes. Oh, you can't pass it up. Yeah, I learned my lesson.
Because remember we were talking to our buddy Jake.
It could absolutely hit tonight, yeah. But it could absolutely hit tonight for one. But I've lost once in this situation already. I don't want to go back to it yet.
Yeah.
What about Jake?
Remember we were talking. We're like, he's like, Kraken are gonna win today. We're like, if any game the Yotes are gonna win, it's gonna be against the Kraken, because like it's the Kraken,
unbeaten in their history against the Kraken.
Yeah, literally, it's so stupid. But yeah, this game, I got nothing. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna look at it. I'm not gonna bet it.
Plus, again, like I don't know, the fact that Columbus scored 8 goals on them last time, like maybe Arizona takes that for granted. Like, I don't know.
Exactly.
Why would they take it for granted? They'll take it seriously.
You can't bet an under in a shitter game, so you can't bet the over. You can't bet nothing. If anyone's betting on this game, I don't know what you're looking at.
1-800-GAMBLER.
Yeah, something like that.
We've bet on some of those awful games before.
Yeah, but that's when it's like that's when it's the noon game and Vamelka's in that, you know.
Right. All right.
I hope all I'm saying is the next Coyotes game that is on a Saturday or Sunday at noon.
No, dude, once like January comes around, they got so many of them. Remember, I was looking over that the other day.
I'm gonna be mad if we make this joke about it and it doesn't come through. It has to come through. But all right.
All right. Canes and Ducks. Quack, quack. Ducks plus 140. Canes minus 160. Over under 5.5. Shaded over. I don't have a play on anything in this game. I do have a prop. I'm sure I got 2 props actually. Obviously, one's going to be Troy Terry. I'll just give that one to you now. I mean, Andrew McKinnis was talking about it earlier. Like, how the hell have the books not adapted to this guy scoring a point in 15 straight games? He's not juiced at all, ever. I mean, how could you not ride it?
He's literally 4th in points in the entire league.
I know.
Behind the cheat codes and Ovechkin.
The books are too involved in the NBA, college basketball, college football, NFL. They're not paying attention to hockey, and we got to take advantage of some of this stuff. Like, these half-a-point props are killer.
Yeah, totally makes sense. I'm gonna lean the over in this one, but I'm not betting nothing on this. I feel like
I lean the draw, and I don't know why I wouldn't bet it, but this just seems like a game where the Ducks are just not gonna let up, and the Canes probably won't give up.
Yeah,
there's literally no handicap to it. It just has like a 3-3 OT feel to it.
Yeah, I don't know where you could go with this one because I mean it could be 2-2 or it could be 3-3. So that under over is not
the first period over too. Like I mean, there's a lot of I just don't have a real feel for it. There's no numbers that back it up for me to get comfortable.
I just feel like the Canes aren't gonna like the Ducks are just on different. They're just different.
This Ducks team reminds me of that Colorado team in 2018 that went on that 10-game win streak and that kind of propelled them into the playoffs. Like they're up and coming. They got all this young talent. I mean, they got the goalie in Gibson.
Yeah, the Ducks are looking mean. So I'm definitely gonna be like they're a fun team to watch. Like the tweet
dude. I thought they were just gonna be brutal.
Right? The tweet was just like a video of it was Trevor Zegras. They were like Trevor Zegras is great, and the Ducks are actually fun to watch, and they are like entertaining.
I was saying though, what if the Ducks after this win streak ends, they pull a Buffalo from a few years ago and fall flat on their face the rest of the year?
Well, like honestly, I don't see them holding up. They aren't that good. It's just everything's melding.
I don't know, man. They're scoring goals. They got a goalie. Like if you're scoring goals and you have a goalie, like I mean, that's a recipe for success.
Very true. But I'm going to stay away from this one. I have no idea what to do.
All right, one more game to talk about here. Wings and Knights. Wings plus 140, Knights minus 160, over under 5.5 shaded over. I don't have a play on this one. I do lean Detroit, though. Detroit's historically been very good against the Vegas Golden Knights.
2-0. 2-0-1, actually.
In Vegas, yeah. I mean, they beat them earlier in the year, too, 5-2, I believe. I mean, Detroit plus 1.5 I would consider in a parlay with maybe the Ducks, but I don't think I'm going to do that.
Yeah, I'm also going to stay away from this one. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know who's going to – I don't see the Vegas formula in this one where they go and take the lead and then have a dry spot. Maybe it does.
Right?
Actually,
This game, I don't know. This just feels like just an awful game. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Lots of fast young guys, though. So, like young scorers in Detroit and Vegas. So, I'm going to stay away, though.
Just because I got to mention this, it pops up. Antonio Brown used a fake vaccination card to get himself back into, what did it say? Fake vaccination card to avoid NFL protocols, his former live chief told the Tampa Bay Times.
Antonio Brown's former private chef, who is in a personal dispute with Brown, is alleging that AB used a fake vaccination card to avoid the NFL's protocol.
Jesus. All right, well, that's out of the way. All right, you want to recap our plays real quick here before we go to our props?
Yeah, we got a little new aspect. Oh, you're gone.
Why am I buffering? My screen's gone.
I'll recap mine.
Bang,
so,
look at that.
My plays are I got the Montreal-Edmonton moneyline parlay. I got the Rangers and Toronto draw bet. I'm going to put that on my card and hope for the best. It's big plus money. Winnipeg team total over 2.5. San Jose team total over 2.5. Then the San Jose St. Louis full game over 5.5. And the Tampa Bay Philly first period under, which we were both on, which we didn't even talk about. I was kind of upset when you said that. I guess it's pretty obvious because Vasilevsky only, lets 0 goals in or whatever that is. But yeah, first period under in Tampa Philly and the Dallas team total over 2.5.
All right. I like it. My plays here. I got Calgary first period minus half a goal plus 140. Tampa Bay Philly first period under minus 105. Rangers Leafs first period under. Why am I gone again? I'm back. Minus 105. Panthers in regulation, probably my least favorite play. Minus 110. I'm gonna add Pavelski to get a point here, over half a point, minus 115. St. Louis and San Jose over 5.5, and the Winnipeg team total over 2.5. So that's my card, folks. That's the card.
Yeah. You talked a little bit about player props. Do you want to go into a little more if you got any, or?
Yeah, I got a few. All right, so I did a parlay here, just a 2-legger. Kyle Connor and Steven Stamkos to score anytime, plus 537. I mean, Kyle Connor here against Stuart Skinner. Kyle Connor's almost every night, if you ask me. And Stamkos here has been on a big heater. He's got 3 in his last 4 games. He's, producing a lot here with Kucherov out of the lineup. Tampa's starting to finally find themselves a little bit. Kyrou, anytime goal scorer, plus 225. I talked about that earlier. Still good value here on a guy who's just been on a heater as of late. He's had goals, I believe, in 3 straight games now. Pavelski over half a point, like I just mentioned. He's on a 7-game point streak. We're going to ride that. Dubois over half a point, but minus 110. I've been riding this one basically all season long. Again, just kind of like Terry and some of these other guys, the books just don't seem to adapt. He's not on any real kind of point streak, but he's just super consistent getting, assists, playing with Kyle Connor and Ehlers and those guys. So Dubois is just, an assist machine. And then the Ducks game, Terry over half a point, minus 120. He's got 15 straight games with a point, like we mentioned. And then Zegras plus money over half a point. He's got 4 goals in his last 2 games. I believe there's an assist or 2 in there. So, he's starting to really feel it here, and I like him to – it could be a spot for Freddie Anderson here in his old building here. He used to play for Anaheim, but I don't think so. I like those 2 guys to get a point. So those are the props.
Yeah.
And if you like Sam Bennett, I didn't add him, but he's minus 125 over half a point. He's with Barkov out. He's on the top line, so I like that.
Oh, really? Oh, crazy. I don't want to give any official, but I'm gonna do. I have one. It's actually Sam. When you said Stamkos was scoring, he just seems like a guy that'll score on Carter Hart. It just feels like he's going to snipe one in right on him. But I'm going to do it's Sebastian Aho and Stamkos points parlay. Comes out to plus 150.
Aho, I don't think's playing. He wasn't out there for morning skate. He seemed banged up.
No.
Here, I'll Google it real quick.
No.
Sebastian Aho.
Tough. There goes my bet.
Sorry.
Everything about it. I don't want to make it random.
Sebastian isn't on the ice, but no need to panic until okay. They haven't talked to Brenda Moore yet. Let's see. Just maintenance. We gave him the morning off. No big deal, said Coach Brenda Moore. So Aho will be in.
Yeah, it's cashing. He's just getting a little extra sleep. He's like me when I sleep through the show.
Is that what you actually did yesterday?
No, I just didn't even set an alarm. I totally forgot. I don't know why. I just blanked on it, and then I woke up at like 11:45, and I was like, "Dang." So yeah, I'm gonna go with that point parlay plus 150 for those two guys
tomorrow. If you guys aren't all over Makar in all aspects tomorrow against Seattle, I mean,
it's all of them. Devontae's is my guy.
Plus Byram's hurt, I believe. So I mean, Gerard's there.
Other than that, I don't have any other. I don't want to just spit out some player props that I'm not totally.
All right. You want to run over your DFS real quick before I get to mine?
You go first.
All right. My centerman here, Dubois and Zegras. I mean, obviously, most of my DFS guys correlate with my props. So centerman, I love this lineup. This is probably my favorite lineup of the whole year, by the way. I mean, all these guys are super cheap. Dubois and Zegras, they're each barely like $5,000 a pop. I mean, easily put in there. Kyle Connor, as I mentioned, against Stuart Skinner. I mean, Kyle Connor's the one superstar in this lineup. I guess Stamkos, too. He's my utility man. I really like him. Obviously, parlayed him with Connor. I think they both are going to get goals tonight. And plenty of shots. Shesterkin, 6,800 priced for goalie. Like, you kidding me? After a 2-1 game against the Leafs, I mean, the Leafs haven't been scoring a whole lot. I mean, we saw what Saros did to them. Even though they lost, I had Saros last time out against the Leafs. My wingers, I mentioned Kyle Connor, Joe Pavelski for obvious reasons, Troy Terry for obvious reasons. It's a pretty straightforward DFS lineup, but it's so good. And then my D-men, take these, I guess, what you will, but Pionk, he's in there almost every single night for me. He's always around 8, 9, 10 points fantasy-wise, and you can never go wrong with that as a mid-tier defenseman. And then Adam Beauquest, I needed somebody really cheap. He scored in his last game. He's facing Arizona. I mean, he was just healthy scratch 2 games ago, comes back out, scores a goal. He's got to be determined. Favorable matchup here. He's super cheap. I mean, let's take a shot with the kid here. Former Hawk. I like it.
Yeah. I just wing it when I need to take more time. Obviously, I don't know. I run out of time in my day.
I'm gonna be honest. I took a nice break at work and put this together.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go. I got Stamkos and Aho, as I said. They're my point guys. I'm gonna put them at center. Troy Terry, can't go wrong. We talked about him as well. Your favorite guy that you got mad. I think I bet him one time, like last year or 2 years, to score a goal. Andrew Kopp, and you were laughing.
Don, obviously. Like me and him, we would play NHL back in the day, like 16, 17. And for some reason, okay, what we would do is we would we would autofill your team with just random cards, and we would just play head to head against each other. And every time one of us had Kopp, he was always so good. He was only a 77 overall.
So it's just a little joke.
Kind of a little inside joke.
You were laughing.
Kopp's our guy.
Yeah, so I've got him. You good?
I'm stretching. I'm good.
And then I'm gonna go with. So Kyle Connor, yeah, we talked about that. My defenseman, I'm gonna go with I don't know his first name, Hampus Lindholm. I mean, he's gotten some assists and he's got 1 goal, but he's got a few assists. I mean, he puts up a lot of hits and shots on goal as for a super cheap defenseman. Yeah, and then you hyped me up about Ryan Suter and looking into it. Seems like decent play. He had a goal last game, so like you said, some block shots. We'll put him in there as a very cheap defenseman.
Weird hunch too, but I couldn't afford him. Torrey Krug. He's back with St. Louis. I believe he had a goal in his first game back, and that was a guy. Whenever I have a damn hunch with him, he comes through. This could just be a stupid game where Blues get power play, puck comes out to the point, just one of them long wristers. I'll give you exactly the scenario.
Sounds good to me. I believe it. I get those hunches like that too. So, Khudobin's gonna be in net. I said I like Dallas here.
Why, dude? Markstrom played good. Markstrom, I'm an idiot. Ottinger. Why did I say Markstrom? Not even close to the same team.
Yeah, living in the past. Not even close. Yeah. Khudobin's gonna be in net for me. I don't like the Wild in this spot. I don't like Talbot. I think the Wild put up a lot of shots, but I like Khudobin as a goalie.
Shea Theodore questionable to play. Oof.
Dang. Well, good thing I don't know.
Actually, that's not an oof. I saw him fall right into the board watching that game. Yeah, no wonder why he's questionable.
And my utility's gonna just be Brandon Saad. He finds the back of the net. It's the Sharks. I expect a lot of goals in this game. Hopefully, he can get one.
All right. I love it. Best bets. I hinted at mine earlier. We're going to hop on board with the Winnipeg Jets team total over 2.5 minus 120 up against Stuart Skinner and the Edmonton Oilers. I think it'll definitely get there. I mean, I hope I'm not jinxing this, but Skinner's never allowed less than 3 goals in his lifetime.
This is just
a spot. Oilers overs are 6-1 at home. This is a spot where I think both teams probably even get 3 goals tonight. So
the only reason it's like this is because they're the away team. I'm pretty sure. If they were home, they're going to be juiced to the max. But it's because they're away.
Right. And I bet that too. Literally, as soon as daily face-off, Stuart Skinner's in that. I was like, me. I'm on over. I was like, team total.
Totally makes sense. Yeah, I said I'm big on the Stars tonight. I didn't expect Talbot to be announced, and that the fact that he is, I'm gonna ride it. It's the Wild's last home game before a road trip. I don't know if that has any effect, but Stars team total over 2.5 is plus.
We're both on over 2.5 best bets today. What are we doing?
Yeah, those are 3 of my majority of my bets.
I felt like net last year we never played it over 2.5. It was always like under 2.5.
Right. Plus 110 for that. So plus money best bet for me.
Love it. Mine's a little juiced, but I think it hits. I love it. It's my favorite play on the board. Florida probably my weakest play. I mean, Calgary first period's probably would have been my other best bet if I didn't find that Winnipeg play. So that's that. We're gonna maybe not be live tomorrow. I don't know. 2 games. What do you want to do?
Cap them right now. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't looked into them at all.
I'll tell you, McCarr and probably Colorado first period.
Yeah, we probably won't be doing that.
Seattle's first periods on home ice have not been good. They've not been sharp.
Well, they score late. That's what it is. If anything, they score late in that first period.
Right.
But, yeah, Avalanche first period is definitely going to be a look.
What was the other game?
Jets on a back-to-back against the Canucks. Yeah, I don't know. That's a stay away for me.
Yeah, it'd probably stay away from me, too. You got to think the Canucks need it at some point, but Comrie's not been bad. Yeah. I don't know. I probably won't bet that game. Yeah, no show tomorrow. Probably just a couple bets on Colorado.
I'll take the first period over in that one, probably. Jets-Canucks. Jets-Canucks first period over. Avalanche first period. And the over.
McCarr. Can't forget McCarr.
McCarr's
definitely hitting.
Defense against Kraken strategy.
Don't forget to get your Leon Draisaitl props in. DraftKings letting you know.
Oh, yeah?
And guess what? It's going to be McDavid, too, because Draisaitl's had like 4 straight games where he's just killed everybody.
Dude, they're literally cheat codes. It's not even fair.
Draisaitl looks massive out there. Like, I don't know what it is, but like, he looks big. Like Hossa sized almost. Like Hossa looks big. Like he looks big.
Yep. All
right. So that's the show for today. Thanks for those who watched this live. Those of you who made it 45 minutes into this video, we'll be live Saturday at 10 a.m. to break down a nice and hefty Saturday slate. Again, follow us on Twitter at Royal Bettors. You were going to say something?
No, I'm all good.
Oh, your mouth moved. I was like, oh. At Jaric _rubel11. You see our names in the boxes at Jake Elder 19. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Comment,
We
subscribe,
are
like the
Royal
video.
Bettors.
We are Royal Bettors. Cash some tickets, make some money. We'll see you Saturday.